this is going to bleed. Well, I'm not going to be able to finish this. In fact, let me save this. Let me save this because it's about the national popular vote. Let me see how far I can get. Let's go ahead and start this. We won't get through all of it. I have to come back. We've got a guest at the bottom of the hour. But there is a movement that I want you to be aware of right now. It's called the National Popular Vote. Now, National Popular Vote, NPV for short, is an absolutely horrendous idea. This is an idea, if you hear about it, you want to run from this like a scalded dog. It is a horrendous, horrible idea to change the way we pick a president. Now, what the National Popular Vote is all about, NPV, is what these folks want to do, and they're well-meaning. I don't fault their motives or intentions, but what their goal is to get to a place where every state in the union, or enough states in the union, they'd have to get to 270 states that represent 270 electoral votes to make this thing work. And they're about 61% of the way there. And their goal is to have these states decide, and that's what I said, 61% of the total electoral votes that they need to pull this off are already in the bag. States have already said, yeah, we're signing up for the national popular vote. Now, what this would mean, or the way this works, is if a state, every state would decide, we got this many electoral votes, so we'll cast our votes, we'll choose the guy we think we want to be president, but what we will do is we will cast all of our electoral votes for whichever candidate wins the national vote. Whoever gets the most votes nationwide, who wins the popular vote, we will automatically release or commit our electoral votes to that guy. Even if the people in our state voted for candidate B, if candidate A wins the national popular vote, then we will give all of our electoral votes to candidate A, even though our people voted for candidate B. So that right there is all you need to know. It just disenfranchises everybody that went out and voted for candidate B. Their votes are just suddenly told they don't count. That result doesn't count. It doesn't matter. It's wiped off the books. So just that whole idea of robbing people of the franchise there and the way they would do that to me is just a complete, absolute non-starter. But I'm telling you, it's picking up steam, and it's got sort of a surface appeal to it. And when we have time in a subsequent segment, I'm gonna talk in a little more detail about that, about other reasons why it's absolutely horrendous. But just the mere fact that states would consider disenfranchising their own citizens, taking the results of their vote away from them and giving the votes of their own constituents, their own people, to the guy that lost the election in their state. To me, it's absolutely unconscionable. Now, there are other reasons to be against it. That's just for starters. New York became the 11th state this week to sign on to this program. It would be horrendous. It would be catastrophic. I'll explain more in a subsequent segment. Back with Robert Oscar Lopez right after these messages. Focal Point, AFR Talk.